Hey guys, checking in for a daily log for Friday, February 28th, 2020. Today was a day where I went a little bit out of range because I was having some cravings for bread, and I acted upon those cravings. And it wasn't pure indulgent, but I was, listening to my body, and it wasn't totally a craving, and I could have gone without it, but um, you know, I chose to go with some bread, and then mitigate the rises with insulin. I did good and pretty good in the morning. Not great, but and then I had some more insulin in the afternoon. Some more bread in the afternoon with a little bit of insulin. I didn't mark I took insulin around 4:30, and then rose and fell from that, and I took insulin maybe again around 10:30 and dropped a little bit, but stayed really high all night. So let's go over the format here. So we're going to talk about the inputs into my body, and the outputs from my body, my blood glucose, feeling, mood, and energy. Talk about the experiments that I'm running, anything that was new or different, and that will document our day on our journey to reverse type 1 diabetes. Okay, so starting with some inputs from food. So we started the day with some tofu scramble. I did some insulin because I also had a slice of this. This is cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. So Ezekiel bread is sprouted grains, 7 different grains, and it's from Ezekiel from the Bible or something. And so but it's super, super, super healthy because of that. And so it's very nutritious for a cheat day or whatever. And I had an avocado. So my total carbs here, you can see this is actually mislabeled a little bit. It should be the 28th for breakfast. And because I had the bread, I did 2 units of insulin. It sounds like a little bit high for only this many carbs, but I took the units a little bit later. I think that's what it was. Is I was already kind of high from that, so I think I was already up here, around up here. So I was like, should probably take 2 units to get me down far enough. But if I took the units a little bit earlier, and if I had done my air squats at 20 minutes and or 40 minutes, I would probably just need 1 unit. Okay, so that was breakfast, and then this was second breakfast, where I had some more tofu in my digestive supplements. I've kind of finished off the tofu. And then we had a late lunch, and we went to this place called Seed Bakery. So they bake a bunch of these fresh breads. It's really, really, really good. They called it the feta sandwich, but I ordered it without feta. So it's basically a bunch of things soaked in olive oil. This is eggplant, and this is like a tomato pesto. It's really, really, really good. Could have done with less olive oil, but had a little side salad. This is another slice. I did 2 units for that. And you can see, so that was probably around here that I had that. Yeah, around the 1 o'clock hours when I had that. And then, slowly rose. I took more insulin around here as I was eating my early dinner, and it helped this. So my early dinner was more bread. I still had cravings for some more bread, so despite having bread for breakfast and lunch, I had more, this time with some of the Miyoko's butter, which is really, really good. And because I don't have the macros for the bread, I should get that, but I wasn't able to track the full macros to know how how much I was getting. You also buy with this bread. This was from a loaf that was unsliced, so knowing like how much is in a slice is kind of hard, especially because it's one of those loaves that's like an oval, so that the ends are skinnier than the middle. So it's hard to know. You have to probably do it by volume, like a cup or 100 grams or something. But anyway, I wish I had my carb numbers on that so I could formulate the insulin that would correspond to it a little bit better. So kind of just guessing here. Didn't do that good of a job either. So it wasn't very good. This is what the day looked like, 24 hours. So it started out the day good. Had some bread, did bad. Had lunch, did bad. Had dinner, I came down from some insulin, then had dinner, and then went up again, and tailed off. So it woke up in the morning kind of high, the next day elevated. As far as experiments go, this was for Friday. Ooh, I missed Wednesday and Thursday too. I have not been waking up with good energy. I've been, mostly it's been like this. See how this whole week's kind of been like this, where I have kind of good energy in the middle of the morning. I did do a little bit of tea. I have good energy in the afternoon from the caffeine usually, and then I'm tired. I put my red glasses on that are the blue and green blockers, and then I'm able to go to sleep, but I have enough energy usually to get through it. But I'm not counting this because these are like caffeine days, so I wish I wasn't. So this was actually not I didn't follow my fasting glucose challenge. I did these other days. So I'm talking to you on a Sunday. So this is a few days ago, so I'm not really sure on the 8 hours. I did not take a nap, I know that. I've been good about my red glasses, so do that. A couple of these nights I did get in before 10, but not everyone, so I don't know if that was that day or not. I haven't been waking up generally with it before my alarm. I have not been running or doing any exercise this week. I have been doing the stroller rides in the evenings, though. Oh, you know what, though? Actually, Thursday or Friday, I was super tired. I think it was Thursday. And I think it was Thursday, and I didn't do a stroller ride. So yeah, that looks accurate. Hydration, I have been good at, especially in the mornings, in the evenings. I didn't do last night. Last night I didn't do it though. Okay. Yesterday day, I would give myself that and that and not that because I had a lot of tea, I think, that day. It's been a little bit of cloudy, but I have been getting some midday sun in, which has been good. So I haven't done sunsets or sunrises in a couple days. I did do this because I did some meditation that helped with that. I did do that. I have been good about my digestive supplements. Getting this habit's down pretty good. Still don't have my replacement for the sugarless, digestive powder, which is unfortunate. So I think I did tea, coffee, tea, coffee. I think I might have done both these days. Woke up with some autophagy and then did other stuff. So not good on the caffeine front or the stress front from that. Not really feeling stressed. One of these days I did feel depressed. I think it was Thursday. Guys, we're in March already. I'm talking to you from March 1st. So this day I definitely did everything, and I had deep fatigue. Oh, look, I had it a couple other days. Yeah, I've been kind of slowly fighting this. I feel like I'm fighting a cold that's very early stage. So I did a lot of silver. I was extra tired on Thursday. And because of that, I've been really good about my supplements. Extra good. So there's your motivation. Let's see. So I did not take insulin Wednesday or Thursday. However, Friday I did take some insulin. So I did 2 units after breakfast. I did 2 units after lunch, which was here. And then I had a kind of an early dinner. I did 2 units, and then I think I did another 2 units. No, I think I did 3 units here and 2 units there. That's right. So, bread day. Had to do some insulin for bread day. And then yesterday, even though I started the day off kind of high, I actually only did 2 units after dinner. Because I started dinner at 1:30 or something, and it was a restaurant. So I'm gonna talk about this a different day. Sorry, confusing my days here. I apologize. We're talking about Friday. I'm focused on this. I didn't do any of these other things. Actually, no, I did that yesterday. Okay, cool. So Friday, that was my marks for Friday. I did do a bump in insulin because of the bump in carbs from the breads. I think I have that out of my system, although I had some bread again today. I don't know. So yeah, that was the inputs for the day. The experiments. Things that were different are obviously the bread and the insulin for the bread. And I'm still not very good at managing it, obviously. I didn't do any exercise. So this is also, keep in mind, I'm not doing any exercise this week for a plan, and this day was totally off plan. So I probably should have done exercise. Yeah, mood for Friday was okay. I was a little bit low energy. I had coffee. I had tea. But the stress levels were good for Friday. But yeah, nothing, no deep fatigue or anything on that day. Okay, so that is it, I believe, for Friday. I'm going to go over Saturday next, and have a good day. Okay, bye.